One of these women could be the U.S.'s first lesbian governor. Gubernatorial candidates Maura Healey and Kotek are no strangers to political firsts. In 2009, Healey, who is now the Massachusetts Attorney General, led the nation's first successful challenge of the Defense of Marriage Act, a 1996 law that prohibited federal recognition of same-sex marriages. In 2014, she broke barriers again, becoming the nation's first out-lesbian elected state attorney general. Nearly 3,000 miles west, Kotek became the country's first out-lesbian Speaker of a state House of Representatives in 2013. She made history again by becoming Oregon's longest-serving House Speaker before stepping down in January to run for governor. This coming election day, these lesbian trailblazers could shatter glass ceilings once more, simultaneously becoming the first out-lesbians ever elected governor in the United States. To achieve that, Healey, a Democrat, will have to get past Republican Jeff Deal, a former state representative endorsed by former President Donald Trump. If Healey wins, she'll also become her state's first elected female governor. For Kotek, who is also a Democrat, the odds are less promising. She not only faces Republican Christine Drazan, the former minority leader of the Oregon House, but also a third-party candidate, Betsy Johnson, who recent polling suggests is dividing Democratic voters. Well, I think we couldn't be more excited about seeing more representation of LGBTQ leaders in government. I think we get to reference my favorite website, the Victory Institute. I urge people to go to the Victory Institute and find out about the leaders across the country, not just here in Florida, that are running for office, and give them $1, give them $5, because we can see the attacks that are happening not only in Florida, are happening across the country, and it's very important that we get more representation in government.
Well, and this goes to a lot of what we talk about here, where we start small, start running in local elections, build yourself up, and as we begin to take more and more seats at the local level, we begin to get more national recognition and more national representation.
Absolutely, everyone just keeps moving up the ranks, and that's exactly what we need. That's how we grow in power.
And we can start even at a local level, like school boards, because if we see a lot of the draconian rules that are coming down on us, starting with the Mothers of Liberty, who are stationed in Sarasota, they are foremost in trying to change things the way they've been done for a long time in counties that secured the rights for LGBTQ students way before any of them thought to even insert themselves in that sort of politics. So it's really important to keep an eye on every sort of election.
And it's important to build our network of support across any kind of lines, whether it be the African American community, the straight community, any ethnic group or political source that we can.
Yeah, the Victory Institute actually has an article about the school board representation, which of course we have a student here in our midst, and I just was asking, have you felt the changes that have come about within the schools, and what has been the impact?
Right. Luckily, in my school, I haven't seen much. I'm vice president of my school's GSA. Awesome. So we still have that up and running. We still have certain things. And there are a lot of schools in Broward County that still have protection in place for LGBTQ plus youth. Like in the coming year, 2023, we're going to have a GSA summit, so where we all come together and we all get to just experience that sort of diversity. But I have friends at other schools that don't get that and don't get to have that safe space that we do. And I feel incredibly privileged to have that. And I just wish that the rest of our government could really see that and understand that it does have an effect on students. It raises their level of anxiety, it raises the rates of depression and suicidality, and drops their grades. And if schools want money, why do they want their grades dropping?
Yeah. I mean, the perspective is powerful, and I know that Safe Schools South Florida has been instrumental in leading a lot of the fight against the Don't Say Gay bill as well, and appreciate all your leadership being part of the GSA and fighting back against it. So
I feel incredibly lucky that I now get to have that safe space.
Great.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.